choose something you're very passionate about. And don't try to chase what is kind of the hot passion of the day.
Work hard, like, every waking hour. That's the thing I would say. Now is the time to take risk.
Dream big. Align your passion and purpose in life with a goal. If you focus on the goal, you will overcome all obstacles. If you focus on obstacles, you will never reach your goal.
You should never be satisfied, and you should be always frightened and on the qui-vive. Always put you in question. Is what we do really enough? Are we doing good innovations? Are we managing in the right direction? What can go bad?
Everyone gets opportunity in their life. So will you. The questions you will need to answer. Do you have courage to relentlessly chase it down?
I have a story about following dreams. Or maybe, more accurately, it's a story about finding a path to make those dreams real.
Well, by far the best investment you can make is in yourself. But it's just hugely important. And if you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you.
People should do what they believe is the right thing to do. However, usually that's also the most difficult thing to do. And it's the riskiest thing to do. But if they believe in something, they should pursue it.
After much consideration, I took the less safe path to follow my passion, and I'm proud of that choice. Seen in that light, it really was a difficult choice, but ultimately, I decided I had to give it a shot. I didn't think I'd regret trying and failing, and I suspected I would always be haunted by a decision to not try at all. I believe in all of my best decisions in business and in life have been made with heart, intuition, guts, not analysis. When you can make a decision with analysis, you should do so. But it turns out in life that your most important decisions are always made with instinct, intuition, taste, heart. I cannot invent and pioneer if you cannot accept failure. To invent, you need to experiment. And if you know in advance that it's going to work, it is not an experiment. And so that's a very important thing. They are inseparable twins, failure and invention. And so, it's always embarrassing to fail, but you have to say, no, that's not how this works.
You need to work, depending upon how well you want to do, and particularly if you're starting a company, you need to work super hard. So what does super hard mean? Well, when my brother and I were starting our first company, instead of getting an apartment, we just rented a small office and we slept on the couch. And we showered at the YMCA, and we're so hot up we had just one computer. So the website was up during the day, and I was coding at night, 7 days a week, all the time. And if you do simple math, say okay, if somebody else is working 50 hours and you're working 100, you'll get twice as much done in the course of a year as the other company. The final thing I would encourage you to do is don't just follow the trend. Now is the time to take risk. You don't have you don't have kids. As you get older, your obligations increase. So and once you have a family, you start taking risk not just for yourself but for your family as well. It gets much harder to do things that might not work out. So now is the time to do that before you have those obligations. So I would encourage you to take risks now. Do something bold. You won't regret it.
I was 16 years of age when I left studies. I was a good student, but because of my family circumstances, I had to drop out of school. I left home having learned 2 core values from my father. First, commitment to the promises you make to yourself, and commitment to the promises you make to others. Both of these have to be in absolutely harmony. Second, avoid over-analysis of situation and have the courage to make quick decisions based on your natural instincts. An essential part of my learning throughout is that everyone gets opportunity in their life. So will you. The two questions you will need to answer. Can you connect the dots early enough to recognize the opportunity coming at you? And then, do you have courage to relentlessly chase it down? All that we had was raw enthusiasm. All that we had was a belief in ourselves. The rest is the history.
First of all, I think in a business which is successful, as is this business, I always say to my team, you should be thinking that the worst is coming. And you should be you should never be satisfied. In a way, the state of mind is to be positive, paranoid. And always in a situation, think of what can go wrong. So on one hand, we try to be thinking of the worst, but on the other hand, we are optimistic. I try to be optimistic long term, but pessimistic short mind.